Hi, my name is Steve Schwetz. I'm the managing broker for Mesa Properties. And if you're watching this video, you're probably taking a look at us to determine whether or not we're a good fit for your property management needs. And I thought it would be helpful just to give you a little bit of background on who we are and what our philosophy of management is. First of all, we really try to build this company. And I did from when I first started. I was initially not a property manager, but I was an owner and investor in residential real estate, and I couldn't really find a good property manager. So I decided might as well start a company and build it from an owner's perspective. And we've really tried to do that from day one. So, as an example, one of the core beliefs that we have is transparency with our owners. So, anytime there's going to be a repair that's done on your property and a vendor submits an invoice, you're going to see that invoice. There's not going to be any hidden charges or fees. You'll know very clearly where those charges come from. And we really strive to be very transparent in that way. The other thing that we try to do is be responsive. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to call somebody and not getting a call back at the appropriate time. So our commitment is to call you back within 24 hours, and if possible, we try to do it within the same business day. Doesn't always happen because sometimes, as I'm sure you know, your days can get kind of crazy, but our commitment is to return that phone call to you within 24 hours. The third thing that we do is, although we do have you sign a management contract and agreement that gives us the authority to work on your behalf as your agent on the property, but we don't tie into a long-term contract. And that's really from my philosophy of when I was an owner and I worked with somebody. I didn't want to be tied into a contract if I didn't feel like they were doing a great job for me. I would always give that person feedback and let them know how they could do a better job. But if we couldn't come to an agreement, I would always want to move on. And that's really the same kind of philosophy that we give to our owners today in allowing you to get out of a contract with a 30-day notice. The other thing that I'd like you to consider when you think about Mesa Properties as a management company is we were first owners and investors, and then we were property managers. Property management is a very different business than real estate sales. The skill set that you need, the training that you need, and really the processes that you have in place are very different for a property management company than for somebody who's trying to sell your home. Now, if you are interested in selling your home, or looking at buying additional investment property, we can help you do that, and we are very good in that space. But we also are very, very good at the property management business. In California, in particular, it is a very litigious society in which we live. The courts are extremely tenant favorable, and you need to be very careful about the way you handle things like move out inspections, deposit dispositions, when you can and cannot serve notices. The laws are constantly changing. We keep up to date on those things and make sure that you're on the right side of compliance for those laws. So hopefully those are just a couple of the reasons and things for you to think about as you're making a decision on whether or not you choose Mesa. I hope you do. And either way, I wish you all the best in your search for a management company.